Right now at 10, an update about the shelter-in-place order yesterday in Winona. And the La Crosse County Board approves funds for family services. Plus, the Bald Eagle gets a new title.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. We begin tonight with details into a double homicide. 2 children are dead and a woman injured after a Clark County stabbing. Clark County Dispatch received a call early Friday morning to a residence on the 300 block of Oak Street in Abbotsford. According to a press release, police found 2 children stabbed to death and an adult woman with stab wounds. The suspect, Victor Gomez Acosta, was found on scene with self-inflicted stab wounds. He is being held on a $1 million cash bond in the Clark County Jail. The woman was transported to a local hospital where she is recovering from her injuries. Her name has not been released and police are still investigating. The Eau Claire man allegedly involved in an armed robbery pleaded not guilty. 38-year-old Brandon Pember faces multiple charges, including armed robbery as a party to a crime. He is one of 4 people charged in connection to an April armed robbery in which multiple victims were stabbed. In Eau Claire County Court today, Pember pled not guilty to all charges and requested a speedy trial. Now, if convicted, Pember faces a maximum of 52 years in jail. He will start his jury trial on October 7th. Bond has been reduced for the Wisconsin man accused of possessing nearly 400 grams of pills containing fentanyl. 35-year-old Dexter Watson of Madison is facing multiple charges, including possession with intent to distribute fentanyl as a party to a crime. According to the criminal complaint, on May 25th, Watson was a passenger of a vehicle that was pulled over in Osseo. Police searched the vehicle and found a bag containing nearly 400 grams of fentanyl pills allegedly belonging to Watson. In Trumpeau County Court today, his bond was lowered from a $30,000 to a $25,000 cash bond. It was previously reduced from $35,000. We're learning more about the reason for the shelter-in-place order yesterday in Winona. According to the Winona Police Department, officers responded to a report that 25-year-old Stig Uri allegedly assaulted someone with a sharp object on Junction Street before fleeing the scene. This led police to issue a shelter-in-place order and send out emergency alerts to residents' phones while a manhunt was underway. Now, some confusion arose when Winona State University reportedly sent out a message stating that there was an active shooter in the area. Speaking to News 8, residents described the shock they felt when they received those messages.
I'd say when she called me and said that there's an active shooter in Winona, I was thinking it was like that Hawaii thing a few years ago where they got that missile strike, and it was just a false alarm.
Winona police later clarified at 8:20 last night that there was no active shooter and the shelter-in-place order was lifted and apologized for the confusion and panic. Winona police later took Uri into custody around 9:30 last night near the 1100 block of Highway 61. He has been charged with 2 felonies, second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon and disarming a police officer. The person who was assaulted was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Well, a lovely evening we had tonight. Mild temps, a nice breeze. Hopefully we have more of the same coming up this week, Greg.
Pretty much. We still got some showers or storms over the next day, but overall most areas will remain dry. If you look outside today, you kind of notice a little bit of a haze. That's a little bit of the smoke that's coming up aloft. Not going to cause too many issues, but a little bit of milky or hazy skies. That's what we're looking at pretty much for the time being. Right now the smoke is coming down. I think we'll see more of this. This is aloft, not surface-based smoke, so visibility will be fine. Air quality is not going to be an issue, but you will see the hazy skies often as this begins to push southward. So overall, we're looking at just sky conditions pretty much mostly sunny. We'll see a few more clouds getting up to 80 degrees. As we look for Eau Claire, same type of story, 62. We'll see more clouds going towards the afternoon. There is a better chance for some showers. Overall, we're watching the activity out to the west of the Dakotas and Minneapolis, and that's where we might see some showers, but it won't be really until we get past the morning commute. You see some to the west, but it should be just pretty much dry with temperatures in the mid 50s to low 60s. So later on, we'll kind of time out some shower chances. Not a lot for Wednesday. The bigger story is going to be the warm up heading into the weekend because we're going to see 90s and the humidity is going to be coming back.
Oh boy. All right. Thank you, Greg. New funds from a state program will bolster La Crosse County's ability to help families in need. That's after the La Crosse County Board voted tonight to accept over $35,000 in funds from Wisconsin's Families First program. The funds support kids and families receiving support from Child Protective Services with the ultimate goal of keeping families together. At tonight's meeting, one La Crosse County Human Services manager explained how the money will be used.
Situations with housing instability, it's common that at times families, we may put them up in a hotel for a night or two, right, to keep them together until we can sort out a longer plan. So then we would pay that hotel cost on behalf of the family. Or if transportation is an issue and they have, maybe they need bus passes or maybe they need vehicle repairs so they can get to and from.
The state funds will be usable starting this month and will last in effect until September 2025. Today, the Cook campaign hosted a roundtable discussion in La Crosse. Rebecca Cook is running in the Democratic primary for Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District. At the roundtable today, local community members held discussions on the importance of protecting democracy. Cook heard from citizens and poll workers concerned about threats to democratic institutions, including recent rulings by the U.S. Supreme Court.
These issues really get nationalized, right? But the way that we run elections is really at a local level. And so I think, talking with clerks about what they're seeing, I think is really important. And so, hearing them, I think from them very directly about everything that they're doing.
Now, if Cook wins the August primary, she will go on to face incumbent Derek Van Orden in the November general election. A new facility in La Crosse is receiving a grant to promote community mental health. Mayo Clinic awarded Tellurian Behavioral Health a grant of $35,000. The new facility will serve as a mental health urgent care center where it will provide crisis assessment, recovery, and empowerment. One official stresses how important mental health programs are to help save people's lives.
People that typically come to programs like this need something more than just being sent to the community. They're not able to live for the short term on their own, but they don't need to be in the hospitals or the jails. And this really stops people from slipping through the cracks. And this type of program saves people's lives.
Tellurian services include on-site nurses, mental health clinicians, and certified peer support specialists. Those who need more intensive care will be transported to other facilities. Diversity, healthcare, and food. Those are some of the community needs being addressed by a new conversation series kicking off tonight in Winona. Winona Together is a weekly forum designed to spark connections, foster belonging, and build relationships. Each session focuses on a different topic like mental health or the local food scene. One of the organizers says she hopes the weekly conversation series brings people together.
I'm so excited about this because this is an opportunity for community members to come together and connect with each other. There's not always a lot of spaces to do that, and especially for people who might be new to the community or might need some help to get to know people, this is a great opportunity to do that.
Winona Together is held on Tuesday nights from 5 to 7 p.m. at Peter's Beer Garden. No RSVP necessary and snacks are provided. Well, the bald eagle has been a representation of freedom and patriotism ever since the early years of our nation, and a new bill is looking to give the bird a new title. The bald eagle was designated as the national symbol in 1782, and for over 200 years, people assumed the bald eagle also served as our nation's bird. Preston Cook recently donating his extensive collection of eagle memorabilia to the National Eagle Center in Wabasha. He even written a book about the bird, leading him to make a shocking discovery.
Chronology of when the bald eagle became our national bird. Couldn't find it. It doesn't exist. It is not our national bird. America has no national bird right now.
Last year, Cook wrote a bill to designate the bald eagle as our national bird. That bill was presented to Wabasha's U.S. House Representative Brad Finstad. In June, Representative Finstad brought the bill to Congress, and it's already getting bipartisan support. Representative Finstad and Cook are hoping Congress passes the bill by this fall. An upgrade to La Crosse's bike and pedestrian paths. We'll show you what's expected in the new master plan and how it's going to help make the route safer.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend, Toyota Trucks. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus save up to $1,050.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Improving your home, improving your life with a better bathroom. In just a day or two, you can enjoy a wonderful new tub or shower that is attractive, easy to care for, and safe. New fixtures, shelves for storage, and grab bars for safety. Be safe, be happy, enjoy bathing again. Be even happier with everything new. Comfort Height toilet, vanity, sink, faucet, mirror, light, and new flooring. Call or visit the board store for a prompt free estimate. Get more for less today and every day.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend, Toyota Trucks. Right now, get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
The Bicycle Pedestrian Advisory Committee is working on making La Crosse safer for cyclists and pedestrians. In May, the committee completed the Bicycle and Pedestrian Master Plan, a vision of what they hope to see in the next 10 years. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall is learning more about this plan. Jeremy.
Well, Emily, I'm downtown where a lot of people walk and bike. According to Associate Planner Jenna Dinkel, about nearly 10% of the population does that to get to and from work. Now, this plan is an update from the one in 2012. One bicyclist tells me he feels safe biking, but the city wants to do more. Narcissus is a cyclist from Romania. He's spending the summer in La Crosse. He says he feels safe biking around town.
Romania is completely different. We don't have bike lanes.
The city's Bicycle Pedestrian Advisory Committee wants to add more, making biking safer on streets like Highway 35.
We're looking at just more protection for cyclists and a buffer from cars.
According to Dinkel, cyclists tell the committee they hope to stay off the main route and bike on a safer one.
More like a greenway, like King Street or 17th Street. So some kind of traffic calming that allows bicyclists to feel safer.
The plan has multiple projects, including 1D, a project that would make biking to and from the north side and south side safer. Right now, cyclists use the marsh trails, which can be challenging.
When our marsh trails do get flooded like they are right now, bicyclists don't really have a safe way to get from the north side to the south side or vice versa. And so a lot of bicyclists felt that that was a vital route, especially over the rail yard, through the marsh.
Unlike the 2012 plan, this highlights more protective facilities, including buffers.
This just kind of signifies a step forward for complete streets, which means everyone on the road gets some kind of space. And it signifies safety for bicyclists and pedestrians, but it makes it safer to drive as well if there's more of a designated space for those other forms of transportation.
Now, there will be more meetings on the plan. Those meetings will be on July 29th, 30th, and August 8th. We're live in La Crosse. Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. Local kids prep for the upcoming school year. How a back-to-school program is helping them get back in gear for free.
And we still got some precipitation maybe for tomorrow, but the bigger story is going to be the temperatures. They're going to be pretty much near normal, but then we're going to see some hot and some muggy conditions for your upcoming weekend. We'll time out the precipitation and show you what the temperatures look like for your weekend. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Maxwell White celebrates servicing the La Crosse Coulee region for 30 years. Much has changed, but not our commitment to you. Providing local, honest, and quality plumbing repairs and solutions. That's Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
How much I weigh is nobody's business.
But Eric Hovde wants to make it his.
Eric Hovde thinks that if you're overweight, insurance companies should charge you more.
There should be consequences to those personal choices. Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
How insulting is that?
Hovde would increase health care costs for 1 out of every 3 people in Wisconsin.
Eric Hovde, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
I'm coming to you live from Wisconsin, where the Wisconsin Lottery's newest scratch game is taking over. Let me tell you, this is big. Are you getting this? It's Winning Streak, a brand new $10 scratch game. Match any of your numbers to winning numbers or reveal 3 identical numbers in a row. You could win up to $100,000. So cool. Now available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-833-376-4999.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
Founded on hard work, dedication, respect, and integrity, we at Maxwell White understand the importance of home comfort. Maxwell White strives to provide our customers with a positive experience every time. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Local organizations are helping students get ready to go back to school with free school supplies. Today, the Erickson Boys and Girls Club put on a back-to-school fair for students at Northside Elementary who attend school year-round. The event provided families with free immunizations, vision exams, school supplies, and haircuts. One official says the back-to-school program helps the hefty costs going back to school can bring upon families.
Back to school time is really an expensive time for families, and we hope to cut some of that burden, that financial burden on families. So kids come through, they get a lot of the school supplies they need, and then we just really try to be a one-stop shop for families.
This event is the first of 5 school drives this summer. The next one will be August 6th at the La Crosse Center from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Well, enough of that back to school talk. Let's talk about how the weather is feeling more and more like summer, Greg. People are going to need to find some good, cool places to cool off later in the week.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get a taste of what they've had out west, but it's not going to last too long, and that's the good news. It's more like we typically see a couple days here. If you look if you do a 3D look at this dome that's heading out to the west, you can see how the temperatures climb out to the west, 111, 115, 117. That heat dome has been there. Well, meanwhile, we've been kind of stuck in this cool northwest pattern, so you can see lower clouds, not quite the heat dome. That is going to change a little bit as we go into to the weekend. So if you kind of look at what's going on, this is kind of the heat risk. If you see more of the red and to the purple, that's extreme impacts based on climatology, based on what it should be like. And eventually when we get towards the weekend, we're going to start seeing this creep up, and especially going into Sunday, into kind of that major category before then it slides south. So we are going to see a taste of it. It won't last too long. But for tonight, we're not going to see any of that. There's just a few showers out there, mainly to the west of the area. You can kind of see some of that come down towards the morning hour. Otherwise, most areas will be partly cloudy skies, 60s to the mid-50s up to the north. So that's what we're looking at tonight. So overall, there's still some fewer showers and storms. Some of that I showed you early on tomorrow morning, and there's a little bit more towards the afternoon and evening. Most areas will probably not see much, but there's that chance. Mainly dry Thursday and Friday, warmer definitely as you go towards Friday, and then come the weekend, hazy skies at times. We got some smoke out there too that I mentioned too, so it might be a little bit hazy out there as going out. But overall tonight, mentioned that we have a few little showers kind of with a weak system to the west is going to be kind of digging south. Meanwhile, we're going to have mostly partly cloudy skies overnight. Most of the showers for this should stay to the west, but this system's going to sit there, and we might see some redevelopment as we go throughout the daytime. So as you wake up tomorrow morning, I think most areas will be dry, but Winona down to Rochester, there's a little bit of a shower activity right there. And then towards the afternoon hour, we're going to start seeing more development up to the north with the daytime heating with activity further to the south. So overall, the coverage is a little bit better than we had for Tuesday. This will continue to drift south overall towards the evening. So I think the best shot for La Crosse, areas up to Eau Claire, to maybe Vokesfield, will probably be closer to tomorrow evening, although still a slight chance. As you see, a little bit of shower activity continues to persist to about 10. It won't amount to too much, but we'll keep an eye more on it. But for temperatures, you're looking about seasonable temperatures, mid-80s further south, generally low to mid-80s. That shower chance will be for the morning for far south. Up to the north, mid-80s, typically seasonable conditions with that small chance towards the evening hour. Most areas will remain dry all the way up to the north, 83 in Ladysmith overall. Once again, low to mid-80s is where we should be. For overall, you look at as we go into Thursday, drier conditions. We'll get up to the upper 80s by Friday, and then the humidity starts to increase, and it could be hazy, hot, and humid come Sunday with 93 and a heat index even higher. We do have storm chances throughout Friday night through Saturday night. Too early to say if that's going to impact us yet. I think the main story is going to be the heat and humidity for at least a couple days.
Hazy, hot, humid.
Yep.
In bold letters.
We're gonna get that.
Pumping at us.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up in sports, the Brewers look to clinch a series victory against the Pirates. Plus, the Lumberyard was the host to another shootout tonight. Could the Loggers snap their rough stretch? Jacob is next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
I know how to get things moving in the state capitol, but in Congress, I'll also have the experience to stop bad ideas like the national abortion ban and stop attacks on our democracy. I'm Katrina Shankland, and I approve this message because our freedoms are on the line.
Traditional fall protection devices alert you about potential falls. So does Nomo. But Nomo does more. With Nomo, you can also check what matters most. Mom out of bed? Opened the fridge. Opened her medicine cabinet. A normal day is good to know, but Nomo can alert you when Mom's day isn't quite normal. That's when you need to know. And Nomo does all that without cameras. No more, worry less. Nomo Smart Care. N-O-M-O Smart Care.
Did you realize 90% of roofs are replaced before they need to be? With roof costs doubling in the past 5 years, there is a better solution. What if I told you there's a way to extend the life of your roof while also providing extra protection against hail, UV rays, high winds, water, and granule loss? Go Nano is a roof treatment that uses nanotechnology to extend the life of your roof 5 to 15 additional years and is 80 to 90% less expensive than replacing your roof. Contact Clear Choice today for your free roof evaluation or to learn more.
Up to 60% off list at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Explosive deals everywhere. Like this classic sofa in 3 colors. Or a Chase sofa for just $5.98. Recline and save for just $3.99. Get this incredible deal, head-up base and 8-inch mattress, just $4.99 for both. Plus, our 365-night sleep guarantee. What a sale. The 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
Our democracy is under attack by right-wing extremism. In Congress, I'll have the experience to fight back and strengthen voter rights to uphold the will of the people. I'm Katrina Shankland. I approve this message because democracy is worth defending.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, the phrase home cooking has been a real thing for the Brewers this season. They entered tonight's game with Pittsburgh looking for their first win of the set and eventually what they hope to be the 10th straight home series win. But the Pirates made the crew walk the plank tonight. Top three, Brian Reynolds with one on, and he gets a hold of that pitch. That puts the visitors up early. Then Brewers down 2 in the 6th inning, but Joey Bart centers on that pitch from Bryce Wilson, and you can kiss that one goodbye. That blows the game open, making it 8-2. And then the former Brewer, Rowdy Tellez, wants to join the home run party for the away team. That's the 100th home run of his big league career. 55 of those came with Milwaukee. And when it rains, it pours. Jack Sawinski also going yard. Pirates knock out 5 home runs in this game, and they take the opener, winning by 10 or more for the first time in franchise history over the Brewers. Well, before tonight's game against the Pirates, some Brewers players and coaches put on their handyman skills to the test at American Family Field as they helped build some bikes for local kids. The Brewers Community Foundation teamed up with La Causa and the Urban Ecology Center to help assemble the sweet new rides. Now, this is an event that's been going on for a number of years, and the kiddos got to meet Brewers players, help construct the bikes, and then ride them around the field and take them home. Brandon Woodruff was assisting in the bike building, and he says it brings back some great memories.
Being able to provide a bike for these kids is pretty cool. It kind of brings you back to your childhood, and just seeing the smile on their faces is making this all worth it.
When I got on it and I tried to ride with the training wheels, I just tipped over, and then my bike crashed.
Well, hopefully the repairs didn't require too much extra work for Liliana's bike. Really good stuff there from the guys that helped out today, and that will definitely be a moment those kids remember for a long time. All right, let's go to the Lumberyard. La Crosse looking to snap a 5-game skid at home versus Duluth, and they'd use a big second inning to jump out early. Here, Elijah Ekis flares one to right, and that drops in for a hit to score 2. Then Matt Mura at the dish. He comes through with a knock up the middle to plate the 2 runners in scoring position and make it 5-1. Then coming up here, still in the second frame, this would be the early dagger, and it is a big one. Baseball, meet barrel. Derek Mitchell absolutely smashing that pitch to right field. 403 feet of the reported distance on that one. That makes it a 9-run Logger lead. Run's not hard to come by in this one, but it's the Loggers who come out victorious, defeating Duluth and snapping their losing streak. Final score, 14-9. And some of you may remember her from their updates that we've given over the years. Fiona Daniels, the first teenager with Down syndrome in the entire country to earn a pro card in bodybuilding, is a winner once again. Now, this past weekend at the Wisconsin Warrior Natural 2024 event in Eau Claire, Daniels got first place in the standing adaptive category while also placing 3rd in amateur angel and 5th in her first ever bikini open against non-disabled participants. Now, her dad told me she wants to compete once or twice more before the year ends. A big congratulations to Fiona. So awesome stuff with her. We've done plenty of stuff. I've looked back in the past with her. It's just a great story, and she keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, very impressive. And she's from Wisconsin or Minnesota?
She's from Melrose Mindoro area. So
Melrose Mindoro area. All right.
Good stuff, Fiona.
Representing.
Yes.
Okay, makes me want to up the ante, doesn't it?
I hear you.
Okay, we have more news right after this.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. Bygoff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Ever have one of those days? Yeah, one of those days. We're here to make your day brighter. Q Ultra's A+ accounts, turning bad days into A+ days. Say hello to convenience and security with online and mobile banking, contactless debit cards, and mobile wallet. Plus, better rates, no minimum balance, and no fees. Make every day an A+ day. Open your account online today or stop by your local Ultra office. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life, one stress-free day at a time.
At River Valley Remodelers, we know that the bathroom is the most personal space in your house. That's why we don't come in with preconceived ideas or cookie-cutter installs. We'll sit down and talk with you about your needs and dreams. Whether it's a tub or shower or an entire bathroom design, we'll take the time to talk with you and get things just the way you want it. For a limited time, get a free shower door or a color upgrade with your shower purchase. So let's talk about the most personal room in your house. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
Taco John's has always believed potato olays are the best potatoes on the planet. Now we guarantee it. We guarantee crispy on all outsides, soft on the inside potatoes. We give them a perfect sprinkling of our secret spice blend. And now we even guarantee your order of potato olays is served as hot and crispy as the ones in this commercial, or we'll replace them on the spot. Let's see if French fry guaranteed that. Potato Olays, hot, fresh, and crispy, guaranteed. Only at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. At American Waterworks, we use modern techniques and warranted solutions to restore your peace of mind in your home. After all, your home's foundation issues won't get better with time, but it will with our proven solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Building community pride and encouraging active lifestyles. Those are two goals of the Eau Claire Sculpture Tour, open now in the city. The tour consists of 150 sculptures spread over several Eau Claire neighborhoods, making it the largest sculpture tour in the country. All art is provided by local and regional artists, and it's free to view, of course, but also available for purchase. One of the sculpture tour's organizers says it matters because art matters.
It matters for tourism, for economic development, for education, for community unity, for civic pride.
Every year, the public votes to select one lucky sculpture for the People's Choice Award. That sculpture is purchased and permanently installed by the city of Eau Claire. To cast your vote, go to visiteauclaire.com and go out and check it out. All right, Greg will have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
Stories are told on our Instagram at WKBT News 8. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Improving your home, improving your life with quality for less. Don't be fooled by free installation or buy this and get that free. Be assured this baloney is the road sign to high prices. Discover what thousands of your friends and neighbors have for over 30 years. The best price today and every day on windows and doors, bathrooms and kitchens, siding and gutters, sunrooms, decks, and pergolas. Call or visit the board store for a prompt free estimate. 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse, since 1989.
There's lots of grown-up fun in the water park capital of the world, but where? Well, where tasty drinks meet relaxing pools. That's where all the action is. Where the rubber meets the road and then meets the water. Water parks, they're here, there, and everywhere. Now, where was I? Probably somewhere like here. Nice glassware. Hungry? There's plenty more where that came from. Where do we go from here? Well, just about anywhere. Wisconsin Dells, where it's at. Plan your grown-up getaway at wisdells.com.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO. Get an 11% rebate on your next painting project at Menards. Forever Interior Paint and Primer offers powerhouse protection with its stain-blocking, odor-reducing technologies. Get a gallon starting at $29.98 after rebate. Give your space the Platinum treatment with Platinum Plus Interior Paint. Its Stain Shield technology protects your spaces with a performance you'd expect from a luxury paint at a price you wouldn't. A gallon of flat is $36.48 after 11% rebate. Save big money at Menards.
Alexandra Carter on News 8 Now.
All right, overall, we might see a shower tomorrow. I think areas in the west of the Mississippi, maybe in the morning, and then we might see another round of some light showers, very scattered in nature, probably towards the evening. Most places will be dry. mid-80s with low humidity, so kind of right where we should be. Thursday and Friday look good, but then the humidity come back for the weekend, and that'll be the bigger story, especially coming Sunday.
And a big story coming up, the premiere of Twisters is coming out soon. You're super excited about that one.
I saw the first one when I was in college, so
Jacob
I can't wait.
has not seen Twister 1 yet.
I gotta watch
with
more
Bill
movies.
Paxton.
I gotta watch.
So you gotta watch
That's on
Twister. Get your Twister tickets ready.
Yeah, it's coming up about a week away almost.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.